All right, I got another $500 from the bank, and we're going to do a Star Notes fancy serial number search. Uh, those are the two things I'm looking for, plus older bills. So anything 1999 or older, I'm going to hang on to also. So I'm going to go through the first uh, strap of 100 here, and I will check back with you and let you know what I found. But like I said, I'll be looking for older serial numbers or older bills. This one's 2017. It's not old. That one's 2021. Not old either. But and then fancy serial numbers, and also going to be see if I can find anything that would classify as a high or low serial number, but I think that falls under fancy serial number strategy. So that's what I'll be looking for, and I will check back with you after I get done with the first one. So talk to you in a bit. All right. All right, I'm done with the first stack of 100. I got three kind of finds. This is probably one of the better ones. You have four eights, or two pairs of eights, a pair of fives, and a pair of threes. And it is trying to be, you got the same four digits as in this set of four. The first four has the same digits, they're just in different orders. So that comes out as four pairs. This one here is an alternating sevens. Every other 07074727. So alternating sevens. And this one, I don't know if it's an issue or not, but let's see if when. And that zero is a green ink splatter. It's not very big, and the six is kind of over inked a little bit there too, but that is actually an ink splatter from the ink. And I don't, that being that minor, I don't know if it's worth anything, but I set it aside anyway. So, we got it here. I got four more straps to go through, so I'm going to go through the next strap, and I'll check back with you after I get it done. So talk to you in a bit. All right, Joe. Here's what I did. All right, here's a quick update on the um, next stack. It was a dud. Nothing in there. No fancy serial numbers, no older notes, no star notes. Hopefully the third bundle will give us some more hope or give us better luck. So I'll check back with you here in a sec. All right, been through the next band of 100, and it was a little bit better. Since we're doing a star note search, we're only $300 in, and we found our first star note. It is a really wrinkled, crumbled up, probably been washed several times, 2017 E-Series. But we got our first one. This is a trinary, but God, if that 8 would have been a 0, this would have been the most awesome of awesome dollars. But 8 showed up there, turned it into a trinary. Probably isn't worth hardly anything, but it looked cool, so I kept it. This one, on the other hand, all 5s and 2s, that's a binary. Those are worth something. I have no idea how much. I've never sold a binary before, but this is a binary. 5252 25, almost a radar. 22. If that last 2 would have been a 5, it would have been a radar also. But we got a binary. So this is a find of the hunt so far. Oh, and then we got, apparently, whose ever signature that is, I can't make it out, owes Nina $10. I hope he paid her. I'll probably throw that one back. I'm just keeping it out now because, need to remind him that he owes Nina $10. I'm going to go through the next band, and I will check back with you after I get it done. Talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm done with the fourth thing. I finally found something that at least started off with 2 zeros. It's not in good shape, and it's not really low enough to be low, but it's the lowest I've found so far. And we finally found an old note. This one's a 1977 A note, and it is almost a fancy serial number too, 771166. That would have been a 22 or 77 at the end. This would have been a massive fancy serial number plus an old note, but we got an old note, so that's a keeper. Got last bundle to go through, so I'm going to go through these. And yeah, does bands mess those up? And I will come back and give you a summary after I get done. Talk to you in a minute. Hey, y'all should be proud of me. I noticed the mic wasn't working before I put everything up and was editing everything later on. So y'all get to hear sound. Yay! I'm finished with the last bundle. I found 2 more star notes. Both of them B from 2021 and 2013. I found another trinary that I thought just kind of looked kind of cool. 498 49989. So, like I said, trinaries probably aren't worth that much, but I'm hanging on to a couple of them anyway. And I got another one with alternating sevens. That means I now have 2 of them that the second, fourth, sixth, and eighth letters are all sevens. So I got 2 of those now. Cool. What a boggin. I got the that one's a 4 quad or a 4 of a kind and 2 pairs. We got this one here is a binary 2s and 5s, 5 2s and 3 5s. That one's probably the find of the bunch right now. We got our older note, which just kind of snuck in there because there was nothing else anywhere near it. 1977A, and it is 1 digit off being a quad pairs also. And I don't know whose signature this is right here, but you owe Nina $10. You know who you are. Make sure you get her the money back. Don't make me send my minions after you. So now let's look up the star notes real quick. Let's bring it up here on this. Well, that didn't. Oh, that's the microscope. How about this one? And that's the wrong screen. All right, let's do this one. There we go. All right, and this is My Currency Collections. This is their production table. You can get to that from, go to the star notes and it's a production table. Hit the ones. And if you got several of them to look up, this is the easiest way to do it. If you just have one, you can always just go to the star note lookup and put the number in there. Like, let's see if we can put the number. See how fast I can type. B. What is it? 0, 6, 3, 4, 9, 3, 3, 8 star. We do that one, and this one's a very common note. 4.2 million was printed out with it, our total, and 3.2 million on the actual run size. The next one is 2017. Oh, star is going to be the same. Well, actually, the B is going to be the same too, isn't it? Nope. 2017 is an E. E 031 70362. And 3.2 million printed, 3.2. So they only did 1 print run on this one, and they printed 3.2 million of them. So they made a few. And then the last one that is really kind of messed up, but B1299340 star. And this one is, they printed 22 million of them, and this is 3.2. Now there's a note on these. 9 or about 7 million of these they printed twice. They printed the serial number twice, but in order to get one of them that's a serial number is printed twice on, your serial number has to start with less than 92. FB 92 and all zeros was the highest one they did, and I'll show you. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Production table. Go here, down here to 2013. The last run they did went up to 9,600,000. That was the last run that they doubled, because they printed one in 2016 in Fort Worth, and they printed it the first time you notice the numbers there are the same for those two lines. In 2014 in Washington, the 33.2 million to 6.4 million they printed in Fort Worth in 2016, but they originally printed it in Washington in 2014. On the first ones, though, only the first 250,000 were printed in Washington, and then they did from 1 to 3.2 million in Fort Worth. So if you got 250,001 to what is it, 3,199,999, those weren't doubled. Those should be kind of rare because it seems like it'd be harder to get in that area than anywhere else. But you can see they printed up three, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.4 plus 250,000. That's what, 6.65 million of them they printed twice out of the 20 million total that they printed. So, but that's what we got here. So this is the one that we're looking at because it's the 2013 B series. Guess I should have been showing you all those whenever I was doing this. I get the hang of this eventually. That was the second one, and this was the first one, the 2021 we looked up. So that's it. That out of the way. This is the lowest number I found, not low enough to be worried about, so it's going back to the bank. I'm going to have to look in to see this one. I don't know how much of a smudge has to be on there with that green ink. And let's look at that real close. Because that is a green smudge from the green ink, or from the ink they printed the numbers with. So I don't know how much of a smudge that needs to be worth anything. If that little, it wouldn't be worth much, but it might be worth something. But other than that, we got our 3 common star notes. We got the binary. That's the find of the thing. And then we got our older note, which is also really cool. And then we got trinaries and the 2 alternating 7s. It's the trinary, and this is whoever's signature that is. They need to learn how to write their name. I'm guessing they wrote it that way so nobody'd be able to prove it was actually them that did it. But you know who you are. Make sure you get Nina back the money. I don't know who Nina is, but, and this had to have been done recently because this is a 2021 note. All right. So I will talk to y'all later on. Y'all have a good day. Oh, this goes over here with the trinaries. Trinaries. Yay. Okay. All right. I got them sorted out how I'm going to store them. So y'all have a good day. Please like, share. Remember, we do this for fun. Nothing I found here is going to make anybody rich, but it's still fun. I'm slowly building up a series of the older notes. The oldest I've found doing searching so far is the 1969A series. So the 77 is the third oldest. I think I found a 72 also. So not the oldest I found, but oldest I found recently. So have fun, enjoy your hunts, and remember, like I said on the trinaries and stuff, if you determine that something you collected isn't worth any money, you can always take these back and spend them someplace. So if you decide you don't want to do anything with them, so this is just an easy way to save some money. If you have trouble doing that while you're thinking, oh, it's a collection, yeah, I'm just saving money. All right, y'all have a good day. enjoy your time, and I will check back with y'all later on. Goodbye.